Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another video about the fragile, vulnerable, victim, covert, narcissistic person who is often that full of their own inadequacies that they don't want to recognise within themselves. They are that full of anger and resentment and bitterness and disgust to the world around them that they seek to punish others in order to feel better about themselves. And they're very difficult to call out within their behaviour because you just cannot help but feel sorry for them. And they can have been through some horrific things genuinely. They can also be making stuff up. So you just cannot help but feel sorry for them. And if you ever try to call them out on something, they just come at you and accuse you of not caring about them. So you're the one that ends up feeling bad around them. The fragile narcissist is often extremely envious of other people. They believe that all the people are privileged, all the people have all the luck in the world, that other people have stolen something from them, that other people don't deserve whatever that other person has got, and they seek to covertly sabotage or destroy things for other people. They hold many grudges against others for the very things they actually did to the other person. They will talk badly about other people. They will bring other people down in order to feel better about themselves. They have that victim mentality as they are seeking that excessive attention. And as people can be the victim of things, it's very difficult to recognise when somebody is using their victim status, their victim mindset, to exploit another person's compassion, not to get justice, not to heal, but to exploit another person. They are simply going to turn into the victim every time something is not going their way, so that they can get away with whatever it is they've done, or so that they can get things to go how they want them to go. They are the most misunderstood person in the world, and it'll always be your fault for not understanding where they were coming from. They will always play that nobody gets them, nobody's struggled as bad as them, nobody had the childhood that they had, no one's been through the difficulties that they've been through, when in reality most people have had challenges and struggles and difficulties within their lives, and we all have different ways of approaching these and handling these and getting through these. Some are more outspoken and others are quieter. With a narcissistic person, they believe they are special and they don't believe they should be treated in a way that most people shouldn't be treated. So you can understand them, you can relate to them. However, a lot of the things that they are complaining about are often the very things that they've actually done to other people, rather than things that have actually happened to themselves. They take stories of other victims to use as their own to gain sympathetic attention. They are extremely poor listeners. They will happily discuss all their woes. However, they will not be interested in yours. They will have always suffered far worse. Things like an older generation narcissist who struggled through a financial crisis in the past, a worldwide one or just one in a country. As soon as it hits in the present, even if it's their own children that are going to struggle, they're smug, they're happy, they're pleased. Oh, now everyone will know how it feels. Now everyone will know what I had to deal with. Now everyone will know what I had to put up with. They're not the kind of person who's suffered something, therefore they don't want somebody else to suffer it. They're the kind of person that's just suffered the tragedies of life that wants to see other people suffer them too. So they're not interested in listening to other people's woes. They're only interested in gaining sympathetic attention for their own. They're very self-absorbed. Their beliefs, their values, and we are allowed our beliefs and values. However, most genuine people can look at the perspectives of another person, and they might still stick to their own, sort of agree to disagree. With a fragile narcissist, they are right and you are wrong. And if you're not going to agree with them, then you're against them in some way, to which they're going to play the victim as to why you're against them, and they're going to accuse you of attacking them so that they can play the victim, so that you're not allowed your own values or beliefs, because they are going to shame you for having them. They're extremely passive aggressive with those sulks and the silent treatments, because they're looking to get their own way. If you place a boundary on them, they're going to come at you and place a boundary on you of something that perhaps they've always been quite happy and willing to do for you. And we do have to respect that boundary. However, they are only placing it in order to get you to change your no into a yes to serve them. And once you've changed your no into a yes to serve them, they'll happily do that thing they said they'd do, that they don't actually mind doing, because they're doing it anyway, usually. They're incredibly entitled people. So when they're not getting their own way, they're going to sulk. They're going to play the victim. They're going to pull on your heartstrings. They're going to make you feel guilty. They're going to make you feel bad. They're going to get you to feel so bad that you change your mind to suit them. When you have plans with somebody, they're going to actually come out with things like, well, if you prefer them to me, well, if you'd rather spend time with them than you would me, after all I've done for you. They are the typical compassionate narcissist that's going to pull on your compassion to get their own needs met. And they're going to pretend to care about you in order to get their own needs met. There's no two-way street with them. It's their way or you're wrong. And they seek to destroy everything in their path to prove you wrong. They seek to destroy you to prove you wrong. And once they've destroyed you, they will happily walk away because they feel like they've won. Even if they didn't get what they wanted, they've taken everything away from you, which makes them feel less envious towards you because they've ruined everything for you. They are highly sensitive to criticism. Most people don't like being criticised. There is such a thing as constructive criticism, helpful criticism, and then there's deconstructive criticism. When it comes to a narcissistic person, there is no form of criticism that they will accept whatsoever. They are right, you are wrong. Their arrogance shines through. They will twist the story. They will fall silent. They will throw the word salad your way. They will gaslight you. They will go all out to prove themselves right. They will shame you. They will blame you. They will mock you. They will criticize you to go all out to prove that you are wrong. They will not take on board advice of other people as they are poor listeners. They will not take on your feedback as they are poor listeners. Instead, they will go straight into that victim mindset of how you're attacking them, so you cannot even offer them any form of helpful advice. However, they will offer you very unhelpful advice and then turn around and claim, well, it's only because I care. And when you don't take on board that advice, they're going to go passive aggressive and fall silent on you. And it's incredibly difficult to call them out, especially when you do have empathy, when you do have kindness, when you do have compassion towards others. It's difficult to call out a fragile narcissist because you care. And because the things they say triggers you into feeling bad for them, and it can trigger you into changing who you are to serve them, which ends up enabling them. You do have to be careful around a genuine victim, because they're a genuine victim and we don't know what they've been through, and they need the understanding. However, with a narcissistic person, it's not your understanding that they're after. It's your agreeableness. It's your willingness to put down your beliefs and your opinions and your dreams to suit them, to agree with them, to live life on their terms, to not have an opinion of your own. And they do it in such a way that if you do dare speak out, they attack you for seemingly attacking them. So you can't say anything, you can't do anything, you can't win. The only way to win is to walk away, leave them to it, don't get involved. When you don't get involved, they eventually turn on themselves, because they haven't got anyone to create that conflict with. Some things in life we do need to discuss. However, other things in life we just need to leave them be. People are very quick to walk into other people's lives, to use a part of another person's life to meet their own agenda, which is exactly what a narcissistic person will do. They'll use you to meet their own agenda. And once met, they will discard you and move on to somebody new. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any signs of a fragile, vulnerable victim narcissist that you notice, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.